Hello guys and welcome to another video, and for this video I will be making another version of my chapter 9 transport layer summary in the Cisco Networking Academy. Let's get started. The role of the transport layer. The transport layer is responsible for establishing a temporary communication between two applications, delivering data between them. TCP or IP uses two protocols to achieve this: transmission control protocol or TCP and the user datagram protocol in the UDP. So it says here the transport layer is the transport layer's role is to establish a communication between applications and delivering data between them and the devices that use their services. And it uses the TCP and the UDP. So the primary responsibilities of transport layer protocols: tracking the individual communication between applications on the source and destination hosts, segmenting data for manageability and reassembling segmented data into streams of application data at the destination, identifying the proper application for each communication stream. So the transport layer is tracks the communication that has been occurring in the between the some of the applications from the source and the destination. So it segments data manage the segmented data into application data to the destination. We also identify the application that is needed for the communication. Conversation multiplexing. Segmenting the data enables many different communications from many different users to be interleaved on the same network at the same time. Provides the means to both send and receive data when running multiple applications. Header added to each segment to identify it. So the segmentation of the data, it has different communications and it can be multiplexed or can be can send and receive at the same time. It provides the means to both send and receive data, even if we run multiple applications on it. And the header is added to the segments in order for its identification. So TCP, connection oriented, creates a session between the source and destination. Reliable delivery will transmit lost aircraft data. Ordered data on reconstruction reconstructs number and sequencing of segments. Flow control regulates the amount of data transmitted. Stateful protocol tracks the session. UDP is connectionless, unreliable delivery, no ordered data reconstruction, no flow control, stateless protocol. So the applications that uses this UDP is the domain name system, video streaming, and IP. TCP and UDP segmentation. This transport layer divides the data into pieces and adds a header for delivery over the network. Three-way handshake establishes destination devices present on the network, verifies that the destination has an active service and is accepting requests on the destination port number that the initiating client intends to use for the session, informs the destination device that the source client intends to establish a communication session on that port number. So this is the steps for the three-way handshake. Step 1, the initiating client requests a client to serve a communication session with the server. TCP segment in the frame shows synchronized flag set is to validate an initial sequence number, randomized sequence number valid, random source port 1061, well-known destination port is 80. The server acknowledges the client-server communication session. Request is server-to-client communication session. Acknowledgement flag set to indicate a valid acknowledgement number. Acknowledgement number responds to initial sequence number as relative value of 1. Synchronized flag set to indicate the initial sequence number for the server to the client session. Destination port number of the 1061 to correspond to the client source port. Source port number of 80. Third is the initiating client acknowledges the server-to-client communication session. The TCP segment in this frame shows acknowledgement flag set to indicate a valid acknowledgement number. The acknowledgement number responds to initial sequence number as relative value of 1, source port number of 1061 to corresponding destination port number of 80. So, the session termination, we have the PCA sending a finish number, and the fin has been received by desktop B, and the PCB will acknowledge the fin, and then the desktop A will receive the acknowledgement, and it will also send the fin to the desktop A, and it is received by desktop A, and the acknowledgement will be sent by desktop A to respond to desktop B. So that is how the TCP session terminates. Acknowledgement of window size. The sequence number and acknowledgement number are used to confirm receipt. The window size is the amount of data that the source can transmit before an acknowledgement must be received. UDP, simple protocol that provides the basic transport layer function. Used by applications that can tolerate small loss of data. Used by applications that cannot tolerate delay. Used by DNS, simple network management protocol, dynamic host configuration protocol, trivial file transfer protocol, IP telephony or VoIP, online games. UDP server and client processes. UDP-based server applications are assigned well-known or registered port numbers. UDP client process randomly selects port number from range of dynamic port numbers as the source port. These are the applications that use the TCP. So from the IP, TCP also uses the HTTP, FTP, SMTP, and the Telnet. For the UDP, starting from the IP, it also uses the DHCP, DNS, SNMP, TFTP, VoIP, and IPTV. For the summary, the role of the transportation to provide three main services: multiplexing, segmentation, reassembly, and error checking. So the transport layer is used for the multiplexing or the sending and receiving at the same time by both devices or the source or the destination. Also the segmentation or assembly of the data, and of course the checking of the errors on sending the data to the destination. Dividing data received from the application to segments, adding a header to identify and manage each segment, using the header information to assemble the segments back into application data, passing the assembled data to the correct application. How TCP and IP operate and which popular application use each protocol. Transport layer functions are necessary to address issues in QoS and security in networks. Ports provide a tunnel for data to get from transport layer to the appropriate application at the destination. So, that's chapter 7. So that's it for this chapter, for the chapter 9 summary, and I hope you learned from this video, and thank you for watching, and